Hello. I come on here all the time. Leave It Love is a spiritual channel. It's a spiritual channel. I just want to bring awareness to the magic, to this magic, this black magic, and it's crazy because there's no way you can prove it. No way you can prove it. These people are doing death spells. They're doing chaos. They're doing poverty. They're doing all kinds of things. And you can say it that they're doing this and they're doing that. Nobody does anything. Nobody does anything until people start dropping dead. Once people start dropping dead, then they're going to be like, oh my God, like, why are all these people dying? And then it's like, it can be mobs of people coming for one person. Whatever they do, it doesn't work. It doesn't work on the person, but they have to hold on. They have to maintain. They have to be all right. All you could do is pray. You sage your space, clean your space, do get the splash. If you if you get the splash, get the splash. The splash is gonna help you. It is for your own spiritual protection, your own. It's to ward away evil. That's all it's for. It's to take these energies out of here. I only sell this and the black salt. It's also to ward away evil when you do your spell work. But it's like this magic, we can't prove it. We can't prove the magic. So I can say people in the courthouse, I could say, whoever, no one's gonna do anything about it because there's no proof. This is like you're just talking like a crazy person. Black magic doesn't exist. People don't do things like that. But then it's people in their family that are dying and passing away. They're going broke. They're losing their jobs. They're struggling and having a difficult time. Why? Why? It's because of the things that they're doing. The sole purpose of a return to sender is to return energies back to wherever it came from. They're trying to put me in a difficult situation. They're trying to unalive me or put endings into my life and situations. I do return to senders every day. The energy goes back to these people. They're going to be going through all kinds of things, all kinds of supernatural things. I know they are. I know they are. Because that is what black magic does. It's supernatural things. Supernatural things happen. Unbelievable things happen. You cannot explain it. And once you start talking about it, you're going to sound like a crazy person. Oh, that doesn't make any sense. Why would you say something like that? Like, oh my God, you have lost your mind. This bitch is crazy. That's what they're going to say. So that's why no one ever talks about black magic. Nobody ever talks about it because it doesn't make sense as to why things are happening. Supernatural things are going to happen. People are going to pass away. It's like all of these things, car accidents are going to happen. Deaths are going to happen. It's just all kinds of stuff. And it's just like, oh my God. All I could do was mind my business. Mind my business. I clean my space, clean my energy, and I pray. I wake up and I pray. I go to sleep and I pray. I pray throughout the day because that's all I can do because there's mobs of people, a whole bunch of different kind of people, and I have more than one kind of people coming for me, and then all I can do is protect myself because no one's gonna believe me. No one's gonna believe what I have to say. So, and then, that's why I come on YouTube. That's why I do what I have to do the right way, the legal way. I filed my lawsuit. Everything is documented, but nobody looks at it. It's unbelievable to me. But at the same time, it's not because black magic makes you do things that you don't want to do. It takes over your mind. That's what it does. It takes over your mind. It makes you see things that are not there. It makes you understand things differently. And you end up doing things that you don't want to do, but you do it anyway. And then you don't know why you did this, why you did it. You don't understand it. And then there's just no way to explain fucking black magic. Love yourself. Master your mind. Know your mind. Know when somebody's fucking with your mind. You know, when someone's trying to get in your head and make you think things that's not the way you think. Like, you know that you don't think like that. This is not how I think. Somebody is fucking with you. You know, rebuke the energy. Rebuke the energy. People in church say that. Rebuke the energy. We refuse the energy. Like, that's not my energy. I'm not gonna accept this energy. Like, get off of me. Rebuke the energy. That's a religious word or something. You know, I just heard people say that. Like, people that go to church, they say that. I rebuke the energy. Like, they rebuke evil. They cast it out. They cast it away from them. They don't want the energy around them, so they rebuke that energy. That's why I say it. Rebuke the energy. I rebuke the energy because I don't go to church. I don't go to church. I don't do none of that. You know, I just pray. I believe in God and I pray. This stuff is evil. And I don't trust the people in the church. So it's like, you know, because I seen them do evil and go to church and pray. Like they didn't do anything wrong. Or go to confession to confess their sins and still go and do evil. And that's why I don't go to church, because I see them doing all this evil onto other people and they just pray and think that it's gonna go away. They are cursed. You curse yourself when you sit there and you do anything against any human being. You curse yourself. You curse your life. You curse your children. You curse your family. You curse your bloodline. That's why I don't go to church. I'll be like, I mind my business and I stay to myself, and I don't let people around me. I don't let people touch me. I don't want nobody around me, because I already know. Once things start happening to the energy, once things start happening in my energy, I know where it's coming from. It's coming from whoever I'm around. Oh, like, you got somebody around you, or it's you. That's it. Is you or is someone around you? And I remove myself. I'm like, I'm not gonna be fucked up behind nobody, because I have too many things to do. I have too many plans, too many goals, too many dreams, too many aspirations. I have a lot of shit to do. And I cannot be slowed down, and I cannot be stopped, because I know what it is that I want to do and where I want to go in life. And then it's like this magic is like, there's no way to prove it. How can you prove it in a political setting? How can you prove it? How can you prove it to the police? How can you prove it in any scenario for anyone to even listen to what you're saying? It's like, nobody listens and nobody believes and no one acknowledges it. And they know it's evil. People do it and it works because people don't want to acknowledge it. They don't want to believe in it. It's like, you don't have to believe in it, but you have to be aware of it. Once you're unaware of it, it's gonna work on you and it's gonna hurt you and it can ruin your life because you're unaware, you know? And it's awful. It's just terrible when it does happen to a person, because it can ruin your life. And then it's like, when you're unaware, you don't know what's going on, you don't know how to protect yourself, you don't know who to talk to, and then it's like all this stuff is happening and you don't have anyone to talk to, and it's just like, oh my God, I gotta get over this, I gotta get past it. It's not gonna last forever. You just have to stay focused, know yourself, know your mind, know your body, you know when something is off. Know that that's not normal for you, and know it's fucking spell work. It's spell work. And these people are relentless with it, because when the work does not work, they'll sit there and they'll do more work. They'll do more work. They'll do stuff with your pictures. They'll do stuff if they know you personally and they have access to your clothing or anything of yours. They sit there and they do stuff with your stuff. do stuff with your stuff. If you eat from them, they put stuff in your food, and it's just like, oh my god, I have to be fucking careful. That's why I go places and I don't drink from nobody. I don't take drinks from nobody. I walk with a water bottle wherever I go because I don't drink from nobody. No matter where I go, I have my own water. You know, I don't eat from people. I take the food to go. They want to give me food, I'll take it to go. But I'll be like, you know what, I'm not hungry. Like, it's okay. Like, I'm not hungry. They want you to eat the food. I'll just take it to go, you know, because you don't want to be rude. So I just take it to go, and I give it away to someone that's hungry, you know, and I'll give it to them. But it's like I had to learn to be careful like that, and I had to learn not everyone is aware. You can't talk to everyone because then they're going to think that you're crazy and that you're talking nonsense or you're not making any sense. But and then when supernatural things start happening, then they say that you're doing something to them. No, I don't do evil onto others. I protect myself. I protect myself, and I do return ascenders. I do return ascenders. What is a return asunder? All it does, it just returns the energy back to whoever put it out there. That's all a return asunder does. That's the entire purpose of a return asunder, is to return the energy back to whoever put it out there. It has no names because I don't know who did it. It's a whole bunch of people. It's a lot of people, and I don't know none of them. I don't know any of them, but it's a lot of people. And it's just like, how can you prove it? There's no way to prove it. I just see them going through their shit, and I know why they're going through the shit that they're going through. Whatever. You know, I just wanted to talk about that. Like, just do your return ascenders. Get you some tea light. Just get you some tea lights. Be like, you know what? Things are off. This is not my energy, and people keep doing it. There's no way to prove it. Nothing's gonna happen to you when you do a return ascender. Nothing's gonna happen to you because you're innocent in a situation. This is if energies are around you and they're not your energies. You didn't put it out there. You can send the energy back to wherever it came from. We're not supposed to do anything to people. We're not supposed to do anything to take a person's free will away. So it's like a return ascender is just gonna return the energy someone is putting on you. They're putting energy on you. You don't know why you're thinking like this. You don't know why you're feeling like this. I sage, I incense, I use the splash. Like, I use this. This has so many spiritual properties in it, and it's, you know, I use it every day to protect myself, my home, and it's just like people keep doing it and there's no way to prove it. I don't know who it is, and it just keeps happening, and I'm just like, oh my god. At least the weather cleared up. Things are going to change. The spells are breaking. They are getting desperate. They are getting angry. The karma is hitting them, and they're losing their shit, you know. But there's no way to prove it. There's no way to prove it. You just see them going through their shit, and it's like, I know why you're going through that. I know why, you know, and you just mind your business. Like, there's nothing you need to say, because they're not gonna tell you. They're not gonna say what they did. So then you gotta act like you don't know. Like, you don't know that they did something, but you know they did something, because they wouldn't be going through the things that they're going through. It's just, it's not complicated. It's common sense, but then people don't want to talk about magic, black magic. Nobody wants to talk about it. So then it's like, how are you going to be able to understand it? How are you going to be able to understand when somebody is playing in your energy, when somebody's doing something to you? How are you going to know if nobody talks about it? Like, you have to talk about it. These love spells, people do these love spells to get you to agree with them, to get you to favor them or to do things with them or to be with them. They want you to be with them. They're gonna do a love spell. They won't even try to get to know you as a person. They're gonna do a love spell. It's like, once you know that this is what people do, it's not gonna work on you. Like, you have to be a man, pick your fucking balls up, pick your pants up, and you speak to me as, as a man. I'm a lady. I'm a lady, so you better speak to me some kind of way. If you can't speak to me, don't speak to me. Then don't say anything to me if you don't know how to speak to me. If you're gonna, I don't even care. But these love spells are ridiculous now because it's like everyone is doing them, and then it's like they don't work. They don't work on me, but you know why? When it's working on someone else. When they start there are just so many levels to this magic. You can be around a person that you don't like, but then they want you to agree with them, so they're gonna do a love spell on you so that you can agree with them. So you'll be agreeing with them, and you don't know why you're agreeing with them, and you know that you don't like them and you don't trust them, but you're agreeing with them. You're doing things for them, and it's like you don't even like them. They did a love spell. That's why that's all happening, because they did a love spell. And it's like, this magic is just so crazy. People do chaos magic. Chaos magic is chaos all around. It's like people are arguing and fighting and screaming and yelling. It can get aggressive, it can get physical, it can get violent, and you're there. It can be like that towards you, and then they'll want to fight with you and argue with you and take you out of your character. And it's like, you have to learn to compose yourself and stay calm and not feed into it, because it's double energy. It's low vibrational double energy. And it's chaos magic. That's chaos magic. People do poverty spells. These people are poor. They're poor already. Then they want to sit here and do poverty spells on another person. They curse their own money by doing poverty spells. They want to stop your money from coming in. So money won't come in for you, but you know how to maintain yourself. You're going to be fine, because you know how this shit, you know how it goes. You know how it goes. So they want to stop your money. Okay, it's going to stop the money. And then they curse their own money. So their money is going to get stopped too. Nothing's going to come in for them. It's going to be worse for them than it ever was for you. But it's like, they keep doing it. They keep doing it, and they don't understand that they're cursing themselves and their own money. And it's like, you just have to leave them. And then it's like, God is real. God sees all this shit. All this shit that's happening, God sees it and sees. You stayed faithful. You stayed real. You stayed solid. You didn't fold. You didn't go crazy. You didn't lose your shit. You didn't lose your shit. You stayed, you kept it together. And God is going to bless you. God is going to bless you. I am positive of that. God is going to bless you. God is going to come through. God is going to, everything is going to be fine. That's why I say everything is going to be fine. Like, it can look crazy. It can look crazy. But I'm like, it's fine. Everything is fine, because I believe God is going to come through. God is going to, put an end to all this shit, all this stuff. I just give it to God. I'd be like, you know what? I'm so tired of it. But it's like, I don't fight. I don't argue. I don't care, because I'm so tired of this shit, and I'm so tired of people playing in this magic. And it's just like, oh my God, they all do the same. They all do the same kind of work, and then the same thing happens to them. It happens to everyone. They go broke. They have chaos all around. They wake up arguing and fighting. They're poor, they're homeless. What else? The poverty is like the biggest thing because they lose everything and nobody wants to be bothered with them. Nobody wants to be bothered with them because and then all the things that they did, everyone's gonna know what they did. And then nobody's gonna want to be around them. This happens to everyone because they're gonna find out what they did to you, what they did to me, and nobody's gonna want to fuck with them. Nobody's gonna want to be their friend. Nobody's gonna want to be around them because they're cursed. And if you're around them, you're gonna be cursed right with them. That's how that goes. That's a curse. If you don't know, they look up all these spells, but they don't look up the rules for stuff. They just look up on how to do this and how to do that. But what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen when you do this? They don't even look for that. They don't look for the consequences of things. It's going to curse you. It's gonna curse you 10 times as bad, 10 times that's worse. When you do a death spell, you want to do a death spell. The death spell may or may not work. If the death spell works, no one can prove that you did a death spell to unalive that person. No one can prove it. So you're okay. But what if it doesn't work? What if it doesn't work? The spell's going to go back to you and it's going to hurt the people that you love the most. Are you willing to lose anyone that you love? It could be your children, your mother, your father, your spouse. It could be anyone close to your heart. Are you willing to lose them and do this spell? They do it anyway. They don't care. They don't care about their family. They don't care about their children. They don't care. They just want to cause harm onto a person. And it's like, oh my God, like the mentality of them. And then it's like, you can't prove it. There's no way to prove it. And everyone is doing it. All different kind of people, all different kind of nationalities and races and sex. Everybody is playing in it like it's a game, but it ruins your life. It ruins lives. People's lives are ruined forever. That's what black magic does. It will ruin your life forever. You know, I just wanted to talk about it because it's like, I get so tired of the same thing. It's like the same thing. It's the same thing. Everyone does the same thing. You know, every time I think someone is different. No, they do the same shit. They do the same thing. And then they start going through the backfires, and then all the backfires and all this bad stuff starts happening to them. And it's just like, damn, like this would not be happening if you would have just left me alone. Because I told you, you can't do anything to me. They don't believe me. They don't believe me. So they sit there and they'll do stuff against me, and then it'll backfire on them. Then it'll hurt them. You know, people die. All this stuff starts happening, and then they're like, "Oh, you're doing something." I don't do anything. I just thank God every day that I don't have to be around people like that, and I don't have to deal with people like that, you know. And I'm just like, wow, like it's fine. You know, it's fine because this too shall pass. And it's unfortunate, but it's like, how can you prove it? How can you prove it? There's no way to prove it. There's no way to prove it. So it's like, oh my God. I wish like people would just pay attention to it. I wish police or somebody would do something and know that this stuff is real and that it's really hurting people and destroying lives, and you know, it really is hurting, and people are dying because of magic. It's not even, it looks like it's natural cause. It can look like a suicide. It can look like it's all these things, but it's black magic, and you'll never know, right? That's why they keep doing it, because nobody will ever know that it's them playing in the black magic. It's fucking crazy. The reality of this shit is crazy. Do your return ascenders. That's all I can say. All you can do is just protect yourself. Be knowledgeable of this shit. Be knowledgeable of it. Don't be a victim. Never be a victim. Learn to protect yourself. Do a return ascender. Just do a return ascender one day. It's not going to hurt you. Nothing's going to happen to you because you never did anything. Return ascenders are for innocent people. If you're innocent in a situation, you can do a return ascender and it's going to return the energy back to whoever put it out there. That's all a return ascender does. Nothing was ever going to happen to you. You're going to be free. That's what's going to happen. You are going to be free from all this shit. Just do a return ascender one day. Sage your space. Cleanse your space, your home, you know. Get you some splash. Cleanse your house. Salt, Florida water, ammonia. Those are simple things, but they help to protect your home. I don't know. Leave with love. Leave with love. I just wanted to talk about it because nobody wants to talk about it. And it is an issue. It is a problem. But how can you address it? There's no way to address it. There's no way to prove it. And black magic is everywhere. And that's why no one sees what's right in front of them. They don't see it. And it's right there. And they don't see it. And it's like, oh my. Give it to God. That's all I can do is just give it to God and be like, oh my God. Just give it to God. Leave with love. Bye.